A really good exercise to challenge somebody in a supine position, especially if you're working on, say, flexion bias stabilization, is you have the client with a ski belt on in a supine position with a long bar underneath their knees, and then in that position you're having them bring their knees up towards their chest and then straightening them out. So you're using your abdominals as you're bringing the knees up towards the chest, and then the glutes as you're straightening out, and trying not to let them hammock as they come to that fully supine position. A progression from that would be to bring the knees up towards the chest, and as you're doing that, you're going to rotate forward and then push the barbell down and then sit on the bar and then come back down to supine, and then bring your knees up, sit on the bar, and come back down to supine. That's a great core exercise. The only thing is you want to make sure when a client is doing any sort of core exercises, especially with the men, they tend to really substitute with the upper body. So any sort of pushing or whatever, you want to make sure they're really isolating the core and you're not seeing that upper trap kind of come up towards their ears. So that's really important to watch out for.
And this is one that they feel a great sense of accomplishment if they are able to get up into a seated position. The first few times they won't be able to make it. So once they get up there, a lot of times what I'll incorporate is some like a breaststroke type motion to try and have them maintain their core position, or that bar is going to go scooting out behind them, and go forward, go backwards, just use one arm, the other arm, and work with it that way. It really challenges their core, and it's kind of fun. You can also have them just stick a kickboard underneath them and sit in that position, and then try and move themselves through the water utilizing just their arms. But that's a huge core exercise to be able to do that.
Yeah, and then just like any sort of, like, say, physio ball exercise on land, challenging that proximal stability with distal mobility, you can use your arms, single arm, bilateral arm, then you can use arms and legs. You can go forward for a couple of strokes, turn, go backwards. So, again, 180s, 360s, multi-directional, and however you want to kind of challenge your client.